Okay. Oh, I didn't do the thing I was supposed to do either. Nothing really to report today. Uh, I did some Voltorb flip grinding and I leveled up the team. I talked yesterday about who we're bringing. This is who we're bringing. We're gonna just walk into Erica's gym, fight the first trainers, and if we need to level up, we'll level up some more, and then fight her, and then immediately go to Olivine City and fight Jasmine. I'm not even like thinking about anything tonight. I'm done prepping. I've taught everybody the moves they need. I'm done messing around with this game. There's no more random grinding, no more random guys I'm gonna lose guys to. I'm just here to win at this point. Um, and if we have to start from the beginning again, so be it. It's Gen 2. It's not hard. I'm just playing bad, and I need to play good. And it's gonna be all better after that. Honestly, that should have killed, but I don't even care because we're just gonna switch off. God, I hate this thing so. Why is this not even plus? It just needs to be like a tiny bit smaller. I just don't want my emulator on screen. Is that so much to ask? Okay. Jesus. Okay. We should be in good shape. Yep. I could gamble the Mega Horn here, but I don't want to die to psychic crits. I know it's not gonna have psychic, but like confusion, whatever. I guess I gotta explain something else. I mentioned the other day that Graveler and Golem get access to electric type moves because of their Alolan forms. Vulpix and Ninetales also get access to ice type moves because of their Alolan forms. So I was actually able to teach my Ninetales Ice Beam through the Battle Move Tutor and Psychic as well. So I'm not even a little bit stressed about this gym. I have so many moves that will do different things. Like I said, we're not here to lose. We're just here to get in and get out. Whatever I do, this is gonna outspeed. How does it know? How does it know I'm switching? Honestly, apparently Pokemon Coliseum is the same way. It calculates what move it's going to use after you switch. Good love, random AI. It's just spamming it at this point. That's crazy. I don't even know what other move it could have. Like maybe Giga Drain? Oh my god, please, just one shot. Thank you. Play yourself, bitch. I forgot I was still asleep. I don't respect this game anymore. Come on. There we go. Jesus Christ. Hate sleep turns, man. You're just gonna. What are they gonna do? They're not gonna touch you. Night also has leftovers because it's got the highest base HP of any of my Pokemon. Base 80 is enough that instead of recovering 4 HP, it'll recover 5 HP from leftovers, so that's why we. You can tell how done I am with this game, right? Even after last night, like, I just don't care. I'm gonna win. I've got enough rare candies that I just win with rare candies. What's the point of the Nuzlocke? Oh, it's to make sure you don't use items in battle. Okay, sure, yeah. It's not a problem. I just got such a huge power spike from those move tutors. Oh, it didn't even die. Good. This Beedrill sucks. Like, what the actual hell? Like, you don't want to be mean to the guy, because you might need him for another battle, but, like, he just sucks. That was Stab Megahorn. Super effective, and it didn't even kill the damn Tangela. Oh, good. Gotta look out for that Solar Beam now. Good thing I'm ×4 resisting. Don't go easy on you? Okay. You asked for it. Damn. Yippee. We'll do this. Oh my god. Hello, Flagon. How are you? I am losing my mind. I haven't lost any Pokemon yet tonight, but I did just beat Erica, and I should be celebrating about that, but I'm not, because I know I have to be, like, immediately go into Jasmine, and, like, that's not gonna be good. What the flipping flapjacks? This controller, man, it just sucks. It sucks. Like, I might as well just, like, use my keyboard here, right? Like, I didn't even heal. What console are you playing Elden Ring on? You're playing on PC or like, oh god. Let me run back to Critique really quick. We need like 2 or 3 more kills, I think. Uh, like it. I could. Damn, I don't think I have nearly enough of these left. No, I have enough. And just like that, all my hours of grinding vaults were flip gone like that. Hooray. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just, yeah. That's all I gotta say about a Light Blazer. I mean, it's one thing if I can be watching like a TV show or another YouTube video in the background while I'm doing it, but like actually having to focus on it, like no. And then it's not good stream content either. Like, look at this shit. I've got like 39 hours of gameplay in this game, and like I would guess probably half of that is probably Voltorb Flip. I could just hack in the rare candies, but like I'd like to do it all legitimately. To be honest, I think it's worth doing. This is not the right place. I want to go up here. I don't think I need. All right. No event moves for Sunflora. Pretty sure none of these are gonna work either. Nope. Charm. Ember. Fire Blast. Fire Spin. Flamethrower. So Sunflora gets fire type moves? I don't know, guys. What do we think? Should I teach it Flamethrower for Jasmine's gym? Geez, I didn't know that evolving this guy would turn him into Scovillain. I mean, it's pretty cool, but... Make it make sense? Bro, you weren't here earlier. My Ninetales knows Psychic and Ice Beam because those are moves that the Alolan version can learn. Like, I don't question it. I'm just like, all right, cool. These are good moves to have for free, no cost move tutor moves. Like, we're still technically in the early game. Like, we're not the gym fights aren't going to get challenging, but I'd like to give myself kind of like, you know, a bit of a leg up. I don't know. I was going to keep Pedal Dance, but I think now we just it's too slow. Like Sunny Day Solar Beam is fine, but it's just too slow. Like why would you do it when you can just throw out like I don't know. It's better than Pedal Dance, but like I have Flamethrower. Okay. And we just got where is it? Yeah, there it is. Brother of mine. That is the full thing. I guess that's true. I think if I was going to do that, I'd rather have Sunny Day on somebody else. Let me check my spreadsheet really quick. That's not the spreadsheet. That's my LinkedIn profile. I said I was going to do Brock. Why did I say I was going to do Brock first? I guess I might have Cloister in this level cap. I think we're gonna fight Jasmine now because first of all, because I want to. Second of all, because I know what her team's gonna be. She's gonna have her team be unchanged. It'll be Steelix and two Magnemites, I'm pretty sure. So Ninetales, Charmeleon, Gligar, Ampharos, because he's gonna resist the fire. Gengar, and then this has Cloister. Who do I have open right now? Oh, I have Gyarados open. I just don't want to level Cloister because I would need more rare candies. I don't think I have enough. I need at least 5. Although, how much money do I have? I could just buy them. Yeah, I could buy them. The value of running Cloister is he's bulky, he's not going to do a lot of damage, versus Gyarados is a flying type. He's going to be a good physical attacker. He's going to have all right defenses. But I'm really only bringing him for Steelix, and he's not even going to have water-type moves. I mean, I guess I'll have Dragon Rage to deal with the Steelix. Arguably, Cloister would be better at dealing with Steelix. Cloister's not going to have any, but I can teach it Bubble Beam with the Kanto move tutor. So maybe we do that. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. Hello. Right, I can only buy one rare candy with the amount of money I have. God damn it. No, I don't want to do this. I'll come and get Cloister later. Why did I think this was a good idea? I mean, I didn't even have a semblance of a plan for Brock. My plan was to level Tentacruel, but I spent all my rare candies leveling Sunflora. My plan says I need to have them both for Brock, so Ninetales, Charmeleon, Gligar, Ampharos, Gengar, Cloister. So Gengar instead of Gyarados. Why? Because to give it Fire Punch to try to clown on them, I guess. And then just level Flaffy. Don't need Thunder Punch. Okay, so now we're out of rare candies, so I can't do that again. Jesus Christ, that speed stat is like nothing. Oh, it's because it has 0 speed. That, you know what? That would make sense, huh? Oh god, we're so fucked. Oh my god. You can see how quiet the music is too from here. Guys, you know what I haven't done yet? I just remembered. I know what I haven't done yet. There is another way to get rare candies. Alright. I'm in Cerulean City. I didn't come here last time. Alright, box 2. Okay, good. Alright, here's how this is gonna work. We don't need this guy right now. We don't need this guy right now. They're ready to go. Whenever we're ready to fight Jasmine, we're gonna take him out. But we still have to level 2 more guys. So we're gonna take this guy. And then who else can we take that's not gonna be terrible? We did want to level Shelder. Let's do that. Let's take Shelder. Because we're not gonna take either of these guys to the Jasmine fight, right? Because they're bugs. They're not gonna do anything. They're gonna be immune to steel. So let's take our friend Callister. Or Shelder, I mean. Wait, now. No, I want to do this. Okay, Shoulder gets none of the event moves. Takedown, Double Edge we don't need. Rage we don't need. Teleport we don't need. Self-destruct we probably don't need, cause otherwise it's a Nuzlocke, otherwise yes. Substitute we probably don't need right now. Confuse Ray. Actually, you know what? What else we got? Haze we don't need. Mist we don't need. Spikes did not come up on this list, did it? They must already know in this game how broken Cloister is in Gen 2. Yeah, no, this is fine. Let me double check something. Honestly, I can evolve this now. Okay, yeah, let's, do I have a water stone? Damn it. Nope. And Charmeleon's looking really weak compared to the rest of these guys, but I guess he's fine. Alright. Reminder, I'm only flying to cities I've visited before. Also, don't worry, Blade Blazer. Sunflower is slow, but it's going to come into play against Brock. It's going to carry. Where's the stone salesman? Is this him? Yes. Cool. I do like Cloyster in theory, although it is one of the few Pokemon I have not gotten to use in any of my playthroughs of the Pokemon games. Never used it competitively either, but I know how good it is. My roommate keeps telling me all the time how amazing the Pokemon is. Alright. Now you may be wondering why I came all the way out here. The reason is that I remembered I haven't cleared out all the routes in Kanto yet. I went on a catching spree a couple days ago, but I also did not clear out all the trainers. There's a cool little gauntlet you can do in Cerulean City on Route 25. Let me just double check and make sure I have enough soda pop. Yeah, I've got plenty. So the only downside here is I don't have my amulet coin. But that's fine because this should be doable. So in the old games, Nugget Bridge was, I think, 5 trainers plus the guy at the end. In this, it is 7 trainers and then a guy at the end. So when I beat all these trainers, I'll get a nugget. Cool, easy peasy. They also have pretty good Pokemon. Not this one, obviously. We're just gonna see what this does. And if we take big damage, I'll just switch out. It didn't even affect me. So we'll fight these guys a few times, and then that'll give us enough experience to get us ready for, I guess, Brock's gym? Or, Jasmine, whichever. And yes, this is obviously always a risk because we're fighting real trainers instead of just using rare candies, but I'm not using Ampharos or Sunflora, which are 2 of the main Pokemon we're going to need for the Jasmine fight, so they're boxed. It would suck to lose Gengar, it would suck to lose, our starter, our Ninetales, right? Some of these guys we've had since the beginning of the game. But, oh boy. This is going to be a switch to Gligar. I can't tell you guys how much work that this Gligar has put in this run. It's actually crazy. I don't think the run would be where it is without him. Like, I'm pretty sure my Golem died, and this guy is still around. Ground Flying is just such a good type, honestly. Hopefully this does enough, and then Quick Attack kills. Oh, not after that, though. I have to go for a quick again. Damn. Do I trust that? It's only a little bit of damage. I think I might switch this out immediately. Oh no. I've been sucked. Alright, yeah, get him. Alright, check this one, you ready? Ninetales, use Ice Beam. Nice. Feint Attack? No, we don't need Feint Attack. What do we got? Oh boy. Goat alert. I think this can deal with that. Hey guys, did you know that Vaporeon is the best evolution? Mm, yeah, do you wanna know more, Blight Blazer? You wanna hear more about Vaporeon and why it's the best evolution? Honestly, this Gloom looked kind of like a thought, though. I mean, like, what that mouth do? You know what I mean? Anyway, Vaporeon is the best evolution because it's like made out of water, right? So like like being made out of water is really cool because it can like slide into like tight spaces and stuff, you know. Um, and it's also like a water Pokemon, so it can learn like like ice type moves. So when it's hot in the summer, it can keep you cool. If it's in your bed with you, because it's like the evolutions are like they're like dogs or cats, right? So sometimes some people like to they like to have their dog or cat sleep in the bed with them, right? So like if you have your Vaporeon sleep in the bed with you, it'll keep you cool, right? That's all it does. There's definitely no other reason why you'd want to have that sleep in your bed. Anyway, oh shit, that's right. Why did I switch to this? God, being entertaining is so hard. Oh, okay. Yep, took double damage from that. I don't know. Maybe this will work. Dang it. Please let this be the end of the battle. Damn it. I'm gonna lose my gold berry. Darn. I was kind of hoping to save that, but it's okay. Uh, I guess we'll do this. I'll probably get poisoned on the switch. Nope, just acid. Okay. Heal. Heal. Okay. I think it's safe to switch to Ninetales here. Don't think this has any ground type moves. Sealoid. Now I'm asleep. I gotta remember that I'm asleep. I was thinking about what are my favorite Pokemon from Gen 2 and Gen 1, like combined, to combine those two. Um, and off the top of my head, I couldn't think of any. I couldn't think of a single one. A lot of my favorite Pokemon are from Gen 3 and Gen 4. So, like, Delayed is probably my favorite Pokemon. But I really like Absol. I really like Lucario. I really like Salamence. Um, I've got plushies of all of them on my desk. You can't even see them. The one guy that I have a plushie of is Fortress. But that's mostly just because I played his deck a lot in TCG, and it really made left an impression on me. But like, I like a lot of Pokemon from this era, right? I like Fortress, obviously. I like Skarmory, um, Umbreon. I like. I used to like Misdreavus when I was a kid, and then I actually got to use her a lot more, and like I have come to not like her as much. I think Miss Magius is cool, but that's mostly just because of her usability and like playthroughs of actual games. Um, I'm trying to think what like during the Pokemon anime it had some Heracross. Heracross is a big one. I do love Heracross. That one might be my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon actually. Um, it almost feels like cheating because Heracross is so many people's favorite Pokemon from Gen 1, Gen 2. I know my brother really likes Gyarados and he really likes Typhlosion. I don't know if Gyarados is his like favorite. I really like Arcanine as well. Arcanine is probably one of my favorite probably my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. It's either Arcanine or Dragonite. And the only reason it's like close is because like Dragonite is still kind of viable. Fuck, how do I beat this? Sorry. This Porygon actually is a menace. It has Psybeam and Tri-Attack. So whatever I send out to fight, it has to be able to two-shot it, ideally. I have leftovers on Ninetales, so I should be fine. I actually do like Porygon too, as a constant as well. I think it's a cool Pokemon. Where was? Oh yeah, so Gen 1. Yeah, Arcanine I think is like my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. I wish I could use it more. The problem is that everything it does competitively, Incineroar does better. Like spamming Agility using Fire-type moves. Incineroar even gets Intimidate now, which is what the main reason to use Arcanine. The only thing that Arcanine has going over Incineroar is it has Extreme Speed, and Morning Sun to self-heal, but like Incineroar doesn't care about healing, and it has Fake Out, which is just the same as Extreme Speed and doubles competitive. So that kind of sucks. I also like Steelix, but to a lesser extent, and I haven't really had a chance to use Steelix in a competitive setting, really. So I got the Nugget, but I still have to fight this guy. Um, Yeah, it's probably Heracross. I like Meganium too, but no, that's gotta be Heracross. Heracross is just so cool. Nice. I'm just gonna hope Gengar can deal with that. Can always switch to Gyarados. I like Jolteon a lot as well. I wish it learned better moves. It's basically just there because it's fast. And I guess it gets pinned to deal with Psychic types in Gen 1, but that's really all it has going for it. I don't know why this trainer doesn't have an Ivysaur. He has a Wartortle, and Charmeleon, and a Rhyhorn, but not an Ivysaur. And that seems weird to me. Okay. I don't remember if there's anything up here. Okay. We're gonna fight them again. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to think of what other Pokemon select. There's a lot of Pokemon that I like from Gen 1. There's not a lot that I love. I think I'll just say that. Like, I like Venusaur. Thumbs up. I like Snorlax. I would say there's a lot of like 4 out of 5s in Gen 1 for me. But not a lot of like 5s out of 5. God, I don't even know if Dragonite's a 5 out of 5. Because like he's so dopey. But that's kind of his appeal, is that he's cool. He's like easygoing. Also, if you've played Pokopia, Dragonite in that game is the best character. He's just the best. He's like so carefree and like cool. Like he floats in the air and lies on his back like this, like a hammock, and just does this in the air. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen. And yet you know he could just blow somebody's house up if he wanted to. You know, like Dragonite doesn't f around. Actually, you know what other Pokemon I really like from Gen 2? It feels so sacrilegious to say. Because I'm not the kind of person that just uses legendaries unless they're like somewhat required for the meta, right? Like I hated when Gen 7 came around and every team was like 6 legendaries, like either an Ultra Beast or 2 Tapus or something. Like it was absolutely crazy times. But Raikou, at the end of the day, like Raikou might be my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon. I just keep forgetting because like it's a legendary. In lore, you would only ever get one, right? Heracross is so easy because it's a guy you can actually like get pretty easily. You know, Raikou you actually have to work for. But Raikou is so broken. Even if he just gets like Thunderbolt and Crunch. That might be all you need to do some serious damage. Um, in later gens, it's like Thunderbolt and Extra Sensory. I think are the moves he gets, and I guess maybe also Shadow Ball. But it's got so much speed that you don't care, and he gets Calm Mind. Like, brother, that's the Pokemon to use. My boy Flygon in chat, actually, if he's still here, he got me the events for the legendary dogs in what, Gold, Silver, or is it Black and White? I don't remember. I haven't done them yet, but I need to, because you can get a shiny Raikou and you can use it in your Gen 5 Pokemon game, and I was planning on using that on my Battle Subway team, just to have Raikou. Because I think using it's really cool. I don't know what I would replace it with on my Battle Subway team, because I have a fast fighting type, a bulky psychic type, a bulky water type, and an Arcanine. Like, no matter how you slice it, it's always Terrakion lead with Cresselia, Arcanine, and either, depending on how I'm feeling, either Jellicent or Vaporeon is my fourth slot. And you could switch the Vaporeon out for Suicune as well, but Vaporeon has Water Absorb, which is pretty important for switching the Terrakion out. No, I did not do the Mew events. I don't remember if I got it or if I didn't do it, but no, is the answer to that question. I need to at some point, though. Like, part of my excuse was I was working. I didn't have a date to reset for them. I did want to reset for good stats if I could. And natures, but I just haven't got around to it. Oh, excuse me. I could be fighting these guys on speed up, probably, actually, when I think of it, but we'll just keep doing it this way for now. Wow, that actually lived. And you missed. You dumbass. Show me your Perez. Oh, that's right, this thing. Not quite there yet. One of these guys, I think she is the Perez trainer up there. I wonder if 2 Bubble Beams will be enough to take this down. Nice. Yeah, this is fine. The 3 Paras trainer. I'm gonna switch to Charmeleon for this one. Hopefully, level him up here. Of course, I'm paralyzed. Why wouldn't I be paralyzed? can. I didn't level up yet. Thankfully I've got so many of these paralyzed cure berries, I can just fix myself right up. I don't remember what this guy had. I literally just fought him, I don't remember what he had. Oh, this asshole, yeah. I mean, we've got bubble beams now, we can just do this. Uh-oh. That's a crit that kills me. Ooh. I will say also, I've come around on Dodrio, I think. Big fan of that guy. Alright, there's a method to this madness here, promise. I just need Rhyhorn to not use a rock type move and we're good. It used Stomp, that's not a rock type move. Get him, Gyarados. Show him what for it mean to be a raging snake. Don't crit slash, please. Oh, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool beans. Let me just switch this back really quick. There's an item over there, but I can't get it until I have. Excuse me. I'm doing a thing. I keep turning my head because even though the camera's here, my chat screen is over here. So like I feel like I need to talk to chat. I look at chat, even though the camera's right here and the game's over here. Did I beat this guy yet? Ooh, I have not. This is gonna resist all my moves. If I die to this Eradicate, I'm gonna be absolutely livid. Because I'm using quite possibly the Pokemon with the highest defense in the game. Damn, that's 10 damage. Oh, God. Please die. Sure. Disconnect. Oh my god. Am I back? Am I alive? Yeah, my streaming software cut out for a second. I don't know what happened. Other than it could just be network connectivity. It could be the rain. It's raining pretty hard right now. I'm surprised, Light Blazer. You strike me as somebody who would have played Emerald at least. Okay, well, I fought these guys. I don't really want to. I know what I was going to do. Once I got into level 27, I was going to fly the Goldenrod. Go this way, you. I forgot to sell my nuggets. I gotta do that too. Honestly, a lot of people would tell you that Heart Gold, Soul Silver are the best Pokemon games. Now, I don't personally believe that. I think Black and White 2 are the best, personally. And after that is Platinum and then probably Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But it's hard to deny how good those games are. Let's see. Uh, Sorry, the stream keeps dropping. I don't know what's going on with that. Um, just double checking. Yeah. Um, so Black and White 2. Black and White 2 was cool. Because, yes, it was a direct sequel. It takes place, I think, 2 years after the original Black and White. And you also start the game in a different region. So, like, in the original Black and White, you started off in, like, the south. Why are compass directions, like, so hard for me? You start off in the south, east, basically the Florida of Unova, and you work your way up to the middle of the map, and then you follow it around clockwise. In Black and White 2, you start in the southwest, so basically the California of Unova, and you have to work your way back up to the middle. And then instead of going around clockwise, you go about a third of the way up the map, and then you fly over to the other side of the map, and you basically go through the whole second half of Black and White 2 is basically the post game from Black and White 1 with a couple new areas. And then the post game for Black and White 2 ends up being the early game from Black and White 1. And so it's a completely new story. It's the same Team Plasma, but the grunts are like different, and they aren't like disingenuous about what they're trying to achieve. You know, they know that they're evil and that they're trying to kidnap Pokemon, so they don't try to pull you around this fake, you know, because as good as Black and White's story is, they try to make it seem like it's like better than it is. Like, Team Plasma tries to spin this yarn about how they're gonna liberate Pokemon, right? But then, so you see them in the second city, the town from the Furret meme, Accumula Town, I think it is, and gives his speech about liberating Pokemon. And then you also meet N and learn about his ideals, and you have to battle him, I think. And so the setup for Team Plasma is really cool. And it seems like they're gonna actually, try to sway people to their side and say, well, this actually raises some interesting questions about the nature between people and Pokemon and what it actually means, right? And then immediately what happens? In the second town, or the third town, I guess, in Stratton City, you go to the Dream Yard to help Muna or whatever, and find that the Team Plasma grunts are just freaking abusing it to get its, like, dream energy. And so you and Bianca help defeat Team Plasma and save the Muna. So immediately it's like, these grunts are just dumbasses, so it's just Team Rocket again. Like, it takes all the wind out of the, like, all of the cool, like, story points for Team Plasma is immediately ruined by the second story beat, and if you can't take your evil team seriously, especially when it's supposed to have nuance, then what's the point? Like, I still like Black and White 1 in theory, because it does, like, I think N is a good character, and I think that what they do with him kind of works, but it would have worked so much better if Team Plasma was, like, more subtle, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They're just idiots, and they're so blatantly evil that it takes all the nuance out of that story, basically. And with a story that's trying to talk about the balance between um, truths and ideals, I feel like that sort of theme needs more nuance in it than what was provided in Gen 4. But that's just me. Also, the early game in Gen 5, I might have misspoke. I might have said Gen 4, but I meant Gen 5, black and white. Um, Another thing about that is the early game in this game sucks. And I get that it's like a soft reboot to the franchise. They didn't want to bring any old Pokemon in. They wanted to kind of re-tutorialize like the gameplay of Pokemon to a new generation, which is completely fine. Totally get all that. But as a returning player, it's boring. Like, the first gym leaders are complete pushovers. You just use the monkey that you get, Pansage, Pansear, Panpour, and you basically auto-win. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't mess this up. I'm pretty sure I'm good. So yeah, the first gym leaders are a complete snooze fest. They're not hard at all. The early rival fights are not hard. They're kind of pushovers. Charon at least tries to be serious and tries to get better, but he's kind of a pushover the whole game. Bianca's story is interesting, but because she's the underdog in the story, like, she doesn't end up having any challenging fights till the very end. Lenora is actually a pretty challenging fight, but she just has 2 Pokemon, and they're normal types. You can bring a Timber or a Pignite to that fight, and probably you won't easily win, but you'll probably be fine. You're not gonna struggle probably. And then so the game doesn't really pick up until Pinwheel Forest, which is just after the second gym badge. So the whole early game of it is kind of pointless and dumb. Also, the first gym is really easy. Like, the actual puzzle is really easy. It's a good puzzle, but it is easy, I would say, for being a puzzle. What else do we need to say? Berg is a good gym leader, and his gym is good, but he's very easy because he's a bug-type trainer. I feel like if they just put better bug types in the game, then it wouldn't be so much of a problem, but it is what it is. But after that, it's fine, because then you get some more encounter variety. You feel like you're using more than just normal and bug types in your team, but you basically only have normal and bug type Pokemon available to you. And then, like, so yeah, before the first gym, you only have normal and bug type Pokemon on your team, except for your starter and the elemental monkey that you get. There's the only one. The only Pokemon you can get are like Lillipup, normal type. Pidove, it's a normal flying type, but it's a normal type, right? Patrat is a normal type. Suwaddle is a bug. Venipede is a bug. And then you've got Purloin, which is a dark type, but it doesn't learn any reasonable dark type moves for the first gym, so there's no point using it. I guess you can get Mana, but like, Mana is... Can you get Mana? I don't remember if you actually can even get that guy. So, like, your early game variety is just so bad. And, like, yeah, you can get guys like Timber and, like, who else do you get in that little cave area? I guess Throw and Sock you can get for Lenora's gym. So you have some more variety there. But it's just... overall, it could be so much better. So the game doesn't really open... Basically, everybody has the same early game in black and white. So everybody has the same stories. Whereas in Black and White 2, like there's so much early game encounter variety, specifically at Philocracy Ranch. Like you could be the guy that caught a Azumarill and trained up to an Azumarill and just steamrolled Sharon's team with rollout. You can be the guy that brought Riolu to have a fighting type advantage. You can be the guy that brings the Marie to try to paralyze it. There's just so many ways that you can beat Sharon's gem. Math. So 329, 9 doubled is 18 minus, that would be 14. So yeah, I've actually got enough points already. But like, so that's where like Black and White 2 more than Black and White 1. I think Black and White 1 are still good games. They're like 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 games, but man, they could be so much better. And it just feels like a missed opportunity. That's why I think Black and White 2 are the best. Because not only do you have the thing about Black and White 2 is more encounter variety. So you get like 300 Pokemon on the Pokedex instead of just 150. And then bring in a bunch of old ones and a bunch of good old ones too. Like you get all the evolutions, you get Arcanine, you get like Zubat, Golbat, Rattata, Eradicate. I mentioned Lucario earlier, right? Like Ampharos. I don't know. I won't go through the whole deck. There's a lot of good ones. The other thing that Black and White 2 does better is, like I said, Team Plasma is not nuanced at all. But the story isn't trying to be nuanced. The story is about, coming back to this world and seeing what changes have been made to it. And seeing, kind of the impact of, like, what came before. The impact of, of N and the player's struggle from the first game. And so, what I think that the second game does a lot of improvement on is by saying, hey, Team Plasma in the first game wasn't nuanced enough. They were sneaky and they were conniving and they caused a lot of damage. And so rather than like ignoring all that, they tell you, hey, here's a character called Hugh, and his motivation is he wants to stop Team Plasma and get revenge on them for mistreating his sister's Pokemon. So in the first game where you're like me and you don't like it because they didn't do enough with Team Plasma because they weren't nuanced enough, right? Now they're saying, hey, you're right. They weren't nuanced enough. Here's what they were actually doing, and here's the actual effects of that. Your neighbor, your best friend, your rival, his sister's Pokemon was kidnapped and abused by Team Plasma because nobody was actually doing anything to stop them, even though they clearly were evil the whole time, right? So now you have the opportunity to go in. And yes, your Hugh is kind of a, emo, ultra rage boy, and yeah, he's like, he's. I know people don't like him as much. They think he's like Barry, but less endearing and more annoying. So like fair, but like I've always hated Team Plasma because they just blatantly were evil and nobody. I don't know. I hate this part of Black and White 1. But if you're like me and you hate Team Plasma in Black and White 1, you get to relate to Hugh because in Black and White 2, you get to hate Team Plasma, the ones that were evil the whole time. And then when you run into the old Team Plasma in Driftvale City, you get to have the moment with Hugh like, well, not all of Team Plasma was evil. Some of them just wanted to follow what N wanted, right? And so you get to have the same moment with Hugh where it's like, oh yeah, not all of Team Plasma is bad. Some of them just were trying to do good by their leader, right? So then it becomes a question of what makes a good person, Like, are you evil because you follow an evil person or because you fundamentally believe that what you're doing is evil, right? Like, it kind of comes back to arguments that were made at the, my God, what was it called? the Nuremberg trials, I think, and like that whole thing. It's a weird thing to bring up in a Pokemon game, I will say. Um, but this concept of like, you know, what like does following an evil person make you evil? Because what we as humanity decided in the 1940s was no, it doesn't. If you're just following orders, it doesn't necessarily make you evil. It means you're following the orders of an evil person, right? And so, should we be allowed to forgive the other Team Plasma members that left and decided to continue following N because they believed that he was doing the right thing? That's an interesting argument. Even if you don't agree with those Team Plasma members, or if you don't agree with Hugh, who continues to hate them because they followed Team Plasma in the first place, right? Like, that's okay. You're allowed to disagree with the story. You're allowed to consume art and still dislike it. You know, if you have a negative reaction to something, that's still it's still a valuable reaction to have. Anyway, and also Black and White 2 has a challenge mode, which makes the boss fights harder and gives them more Pokemon, so they're more interesting in my opinion. God, what are we doing for this Jasmine fight? So we were gonna bring Gengar. Do I bring? I think we said we weren't gonna bring Gyarados because even though it's a flying type, it's not gonna have any water type moves, and it's gonna take ×4 damage from Magnemites. We also said we were gonna bring Gengar so it could use Fire Punch. But if Sunflora gets Flamethrower, there's no reason to bring this. So let's do this. And then we'll bring this. And we'll bring this. And we'll probably be cursed, but maybe it'll be okay. We'll see. Okay. I don't know how many cannons I bought. 7? Perfect. That's the perfect amount. Oh man, this is gonna be such a risk. I mean, 60 speed should be enough, right? I have 3 electric resistances in the back. Plus, I've got Cloyster for. I should be fine. Maybe I should go get another Goldberry, but I think I'll be okay. I'm about to fight Jasmine. I'm about to fight her. She has Price's level cap of 32. Okay. I've been stressing about this one. I know I shouldn't. I know I started the stream like I don't care what happens. I just I don't know. I put all the work into this Cloister, man, and the Sunflora too. You know what? We're gonna be fine. It's Gen 2 after all. I don't think I forgot anything. No, I'm good. I'm already good. I'm so good. Yeah. Flygon, I swear to God, if you manifest that for me. Okay. Okay. One guy down. Okay. Here we go. I don't know what this has. It could be Iron Tail, it could be Magnitude. Okay, yeah. Nice, a crit. Okay. I mean, I just Earthquake? I healed off all the damage I took from that fight. Okay. That was it. That was what I was worried about this whole time. Okay. Okay, TM store. New TMs available. That's good. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna walk. Taking a long walk back to Ecruteak. I think this is fine. There's no trainer. Oh wait, no, there is. She wants me to step back when it's nighttime. What's going on here? Okay. Shouldn't I use flamethrower here? Okay. Okay, weird, but okay. I don't know what this guy is. Oh, that's right. I fought him before. I didn't fight her. I'm just gonna clean up this route Um, and then we're gonna go to Ekritique and do the Kimono Girl Gauntlet so we can get Surf. Nice. Okay. I don't think I fought her yet. Hey, Flygon, check it out. It's Samantha's favorite Pokemon. Bang. Ampharos is getting a frag, you guys. He got one. Now what? I guess this guy. Oh wow, nice crit. I meant to use ice cream, but it's okay. This guy started his battle by saying, "Fly my bird Pokemon," and he sent out 3 flightless bird Pokemon. Like, what? Oh, I didn't fight her yet. Okay. Dang. Hi there. I forgot to register his phone number. Let's just go over here really quick. You're almost there. I believe in you. You can do it. Yeep. Get him? Huzzah. Did I not get an encounter here? Guys, I might be stupid. I might have just KO'd my encounter for this route while I was level grinding earlier. Oh well, I guess we're gonna just catch the Mount Mortar encounter. It's gonna be fine. Alright, so I need to do a quick reboot here. Alright, so okay. So we are gonna fight the Kimono Girls. We want to bring Daji for Jolteon. I know the first trainer I fight is gonna have Flareon, so I could bring Cloyster. Or could bring Gyarados. Gyarados would have Earthquake. Yeah. I'm not gonna risk Cloyster on this one. There's no reason to bring Charmeleon. Ninetales at least has good special defense, so it should be able to 1v1 Espeon. So that's Jolteon. That's Flareon. That's going to be Espeon. I don't know what this guy's going to do. I guess Jolteon? Jolteon or Umbreon. Jolteon or Umbreon. Or not, fucking god. Vaporeon or Umbreon. And then we need to have one guy who can maybe 1v1 the Dark type. God. I guess it's Beedrill. And then, yeah. This is gonna be such a disaster. I don't even know what I'm going to do for Umbreon. I don't even remember which trainer has what, to be honest. The only thing I remember is the first trainer over here has Flareon. I think we're back. Not sure why my stream keeps dropping, but it is okay. Okay, one down. I think we're just gonna talk next one. If it's Jolteon, we hard switch to Gligar. If it's anybody else, we hard switch to. Yeah, we got a hard switch to Ninetales here. I mean, we could throw out one Earthquake, I guess. Gyarados actually has good enough special defense that he should be able to take something. Let's do it. What's gonna happen? Okay. Now we will. Yeah. Go get him, Ninetales. Take my quick attack. Bitch. Got him! Okay. So let's do this. Let's lead this. Because this is going to be good into whatever's left over. And if it ends up being Jolteon, great. We just switch to Gligar. If it's a Vaporeon, we stay in. And if it's Umbreon, I think we also stay in. I was right. Glad I called that. Alright, Slugflor, let's see what you can do. Of course. Oh my! Oh my god. Oh my god. I immediately got crit flinched. That's crazy. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I probably should just stay in, but like... Oh no! Thank God for that Quick Claw proc. Yeah. It's fine. Oh my god. This thing is demonic. And I forgot to heal. Oh no. This is so stupid. Why does it have to be faster than both of them? Okay, well we knew that was a possibility. They are both incredibly slow Pokemon. It's fair. Fight again. So Gligar 1v1's Jolteon. As long as I could find a different answer to Umbreon. I can't help but think if I just healed the damn Gyarados between the fights, I would have been fine here. But now I'm gonna... Beedrill either has to carry. Which it might not even outspeed. Or I have to sack. That's the only play that I have. Okay. Come on, just kill, please. Come on, Beedrill, you can do it. Just hit this. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. If I had just healed the Gyarados, there was no reason to risk that. Okay, I'm pretty sure the girl in the middle is a Jolteon trainer, so we're just gonna go out here. We're gonna heal, and we're gonna go back in with Gligar and just get our shit kicked in by the. It's gonna be Umbreon. It is just gonna be Umbreon. I'm gonna die. Fucking useless. I have so much faith in the Sunflora, but after that, immediate crit bite flinch. Crazy. Like, that's a omen if I've ever seen one. Alright. Oh no. I miss. She's gray. Why is she gray? Oh god. Okay. You know what? Let's just see how this goes. Gonna have to use Ray. Okay. god, I can get pursuit trapped here. Come on. Okay. I did no damage. Ready for this, guys? Okay, cool. I didn't die immediately. Let's go. Alright. This is not going to work, but we have to try it. Sand attack, quick attack, pursuit. Fourth move is confused, right? That's right. Yo, let's go. We hit through 2 sand attacks. Oh my god. That's just for if anything critical goes wrong, but I'm pretty sure it won't. We're just going to use Earthquake twice, and that should hopefully take this out. Clear bell. Da, 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 da. Okay. Alright, so that's the stream. I'm not going to grind Voltorb Flip tonight. I might do it tomorrow. I want to get some more rare candies. But we kind of have a team for the Brock fight. I just need to make sure they're all leveled up. So for Brock, we're going to take, since nobody died, thankfully, we're definitely taking Gyarados. We're probably going to take Gligar. We're going to take Sunflora. We're going to take Cloyster. And then Sorry, give me a second here. I guess we take Gengar, just so I can have an Ice Punch guy. And then maybe I level up, I don't know, Krabby or Goldeen or something, I don't know. I don't really want to delay Brock anymore. It just sucks only having one grass type for this. In theory, Sunflora with Giga Drain can just sweep this, but I don't want to take any chances. I mean, I want to have a whole team. So this guy, I'll take this. Ninetales might be okay if it has Ice Beam. No, we don't want to risk it. And Ampharos isn't going to do any damage, so at least Gengar will have Ice Punch. I think on my spreadsheet I said I was going to bring Sandslash. I could bring Lantern, except that it's level 44. It's outside my level cap. The game won't let me withdraw it from the PC until I have more badges. Otherwise, I would totally bring that. You know, I didn't consider this. Ooh. Alright, you know what, guys? I think we're bringing Wigglytuff. I think we're going to bring Wigglytuff. Because I know it's going to be able to get Ice Punch as well. And its special stat's really good. Like, did you see its special when I looked at the stat screen? Look at this. I remember the one thing I liked about this when I caught it is the DVs are insane. So it's got 13 special, it's got 14 defense, 9 HP, 12 speed, so very good DVs. If you want to think of it in a different way, if you want to compare DVs to like Gen 3 plus IVs, like you can either add 15 or 16 to each of these stats, right? So it has perfect attack, it has almost perfect defense, right? It's got perfect, it's like 2 points off special, right? And it's 3 points off speed. Like, another way to think about it would be to, like, add 16 and then subtract a couple, right? So, like, it has 31 attack, it has, like, 29 defense, it has, like, 27 speed, it has, or 27 special and 25 speed. Those are insane for Gen 3 plus IVs. Like, this thing goes so hard. I wonder what other special is it can learn. Oh my god. What do you want, Hiker Anthony? This guy literally called me to tell me he was eating berries and he saw a cute girl. Huh? Yo, we get Petal Dance on Wigglytuff. How do we feel about that one? Honestly, that's pretty fucking sick. I'm just gonna teach it because I feel like it. Yeah, I'll see you, Flygon. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna cut this pretty soon. I'm just now that I know what I want to bring to Brock. I'm just gonna kind of set these guys up, and then I'm gonna turn off the stream, and we'll deal with the rest of this next time. This is actually a sick Brock team. If I can get like a Psychic TM for Wigglytuff, or maybe Ice Beam or Ice Punch, I don't think there's any way I lose this at all. Yeah, you don't have to do that, Light Blizzard. No, please. You don't need my big ugly mug on your TV. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Do I get Psybeam? That would be really cool. Metronome, yeah, of course. Self-destruct Wigglytuff is kind of funny. Alright. So we'll just make sure it's got Ice Punch. It doesn't. So I'm going to have to do some shopping. But also, I forgot I have this now. So we got a Power Spike for Cloyster. Ah. I'm going on a shopping spree. Oh, I thought they had never melt ice here. That must be in Pewter City. Okay. Where is the mart? There's the mart. You know what else we're gonna have to do next stream is we're gonna have to do a lot of surf cleanup. I've been delaying Ruins of Alph. I've been delaying I don't remember. Just a lot. We're gonna have to finish Slowpoke Well because there's stuff in the basement of that. We're gonna have to do Union Cave. So much actually. God, I always go to the wrong floor. Is it this guy? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so next stream is going to be surf cleanup. Gotta level this Wigglytuff. I guess we'll try to do, I don't know, we'll see how much we get done. And then we gotta do Fight Brock, and then that'll be the end again. Alright, thanks for watching.